give guys like this, wonderful man here, the information so they know what to teach us. Okay? As soon as you can. And this is Joe Palmquist. I'm sorry I don't know a whole lot about him, but I know he's one of those big wigs. And yeah, I love that. Anyway, he's got to take care of us for tonight.
Based on the Variety Quartet.
Well, let me give you a little bit of information about myself so you know a little bit about me. I joined the Society in 1956 in Chicago and sang in a couple of quartets back there. I've been in the Society for obviously 37 years, if you do a little bit of arithmetic. I've sung in about 14 different quartets. I can't tell you how many competitions I've been in, but a whole bunch of them. Quartet-wise, in 1965 and 66, my quartet was second in the district by 1 point and by 4 points the next time, so kind of tough to take, but in 1966 we did make it to international and were 12th that year, so we're proud of that. I sang with the Downey Chorus under Earl Moon's direction in the early 60s, and we earned 2 bronze medals, 3rd place and 4th place. Then in 1985 I moved to the Masters of Harmony. 1987 Greg came in and we entered the contest and won the 4th place bronze, and then in 1990 and 1993 we took the gold medals. I was a stage presence judge from 1974 until this year 1993 when they phased in the new rules, and I opted to get out of it. So Variety is the latest quartet that I have been involved with, and I'm planning to sing in the novice quartet contest in January. Not because I'm a novice, but because the guys who are novices need somebody to sing with. Sure. So, of course, there's a handicap situation, but they're going into it for the experience. And one guy says, "But I've never competed before." I said, "That's what the novice quartet contest is about." So that seemed to make him happy. And I'm planning on entering the seniors quartet contest coming up. So since I have passed the magic mark. Anyway, as Dave was saying, these questionnaires, if you would fill them out, would be very helpful to people who are coming in this position that I'm in to help you. What do you want to do tonight? What do you want to get out of tonight? There's some questions that they've asked, and you can answer them, take a vote on them. Would you like to see more or less of these topics covered in the future workshops? Well, let's talk about tonight. Singing, individual coaching, quartet management, stage presence, quartet craft, quartet coaching, quartet finances, performance technique, group observers coaching, forming a quartet, member responsibilities, or other. What do you want to do?
Well, there's 4 of us here. I started a quartet.
All right.
We want recommendations and
All right.
whatever words of wisdom.
All right. Well, let's get. What's your name?
Al Zook.
The quartet's name. Al Zook.
You said, what's your name?
Yeah.
It's the major chords.
The major chords. Let's hear it for the major chords.
Practice for a half.
Certainly. No.
This is cold turkey.
Cold turkey. Well,
To warm up.
God, I'm not ready for this.
You're wearing a sweater, so you ought to be a warm turkey. All right.
We have not been together very long, and so we're hoping that we might, in each case, where we were here last month too, to get some coaching in a variety of things.
Yeah.
But Joe, you're the judge, so
Well,
you can coach us in what you think we need most.
All right. Let's let everybody listen to it and put in their 2 cents.
yeah, well, let's do. Mary, you're a little bit old-fashioned.
Mary was a bashful little flapper, and Johnny was her beau. Every time that Johnny tried to kiss her, blush, and she cried, oh no. Blush and cry, oh no. Oh no. Then one day he took her by the hand and spoke these words so soft and tenderly. Mary, you're a little bit old-fashioned. Mary, you're a little bit shy, oh my. Mary, you've a way that's very sweet, dear, with that bashful look in your eyes. Mary, you've a manner that is charming, fair as any little maid could be. Mary, you're a little bit old-fashioned, but Mary, you look awfully good to me. Mary, you look awfully good to
Okay, well, stay up here a minute. Now, let's, anybody have any comments? Okay, that's something that I put down here. So we need a little bit balance thing. Now, obviously, it's pretty tough that we actually come up here and sing without any warming up or anything. So there are a couple of little problems, I'm sure, because of that. But are you all comfortable with the note range here? Is everybody happy with the? Are you happy with the bass? Are you happy with?
When I'm warmed up, I am, but I sing mostly falsetto.
Yeah.
And to get into that crack of mine from a full voice of falsetto, I gotta be good and warm or I can't do it.
Okay, yeah, because there were a couple of spots that you had a little bit of
Oh,
trouble
I'm
with.
straining at the apples and I couldn't shift into second gear.
And so I have down here the lead has to be the clothesline that everybody hangs their notes on. So we need a little bit more lead, or the others have to balance to you. I mean, if you have more power, why we need more. If you don't, then they have to back off to you because you're the main one in the group. And you know, people say you have to tune to the lead's note. The truth is, you have to tune to the anticipated lead's note, right? Right. Because you can't tune to his note until he sings it. So you have to tune to where you think the lead note is supposed to be. And through rehearsal, you know where that is. However, if he doesn't hit that anticipated note, then you're out of tune. So the lead has to be true and be that clothesline that we can all hang our notes on. Now, anything else? Anybody have any other comments?
I'd like to ask a question. When there's one section where the bass came in stronger, is that where the melody line really goes to the bass, or does the lead supposed to carry the melody all the way through?
That's correct.
There is a bass
The
melody.
bass
Yes.
takes the melody.
That was fine.
Yeah, it was obvious that that's what was happening, the bass.
Yes.
Yeah, he's
And that
putting
one-
her down there.
Right.
Okay,
He
then-
was in that case the lead.
Yes.
Now, when you got to the chorus, you softened down, you were putting a little more heart into the song, a little more into the message of the song. Because, you know, we as barbershoppers, as performers, are storytellers that carry a tune. And so you need to be aware of the story so that you can sell it much better. You need to search for little tools that you can make this a more interesting performance, which the louds and the softs, maybe a quickening of the tempo or the timing to give emphasis to something. And here again, where the bass has the melody, there's a little bit of a change there for some variety. Now, I think you need a little bit more confidence. You think you agree with that?
Yes.
Okay, so how do you get confidence?
Practice.
Well, practice.
Yeah, right.
Also,
We've
getting
just
warmed up.
barely learned this.
Yeah, I've been off of paper one time.
And
And that's scary.
it's tough sitting here singing for your peers, you know? I mean,
No,
everybody's out there, you know, in this case, everybody's saying, oh, what are they gonna do wrong? You know, if you're writing stuff down here, you're saying, right, gosh, what's he writing down there? What did we do?
I have also a strong feeling that everybody's pulling for us.
Oh, absolutely, yes, absolutely. Yeah, I have down here, it's tough to sing to your peers. But I noticed that there were some wrong notes. There were some doubling going on in there where,
Yeah.
you know.
That's probably
Those are mistakes.
mostly my mistakes because I just haven't been off the sheet music long enough, and I don't read music to begin with, so I'm sight reading, and now I can't even sight read, so I know where to go.
Well, okay, that all
hard.
contributes to the confidence of the quartet, because you have to know the words and the notes absolutely cold, so that you can now perform. So you're not worried about, let's see, is this next phrase, is that where I come in?
Yeah.
Pick up, or is it the first part of the song that I do that? And if your mind is doing that, then you're not focusing on your main responsibility, which is entertaining and making the whole thing work. Or is Harry going to hit that sour note that he always hits, or has he finally got it? I mean, if your mind is thinking about that, you know, you can't really.
I have experiences of times I'm most likely to screw up, and I'm worried about what someone else is,
Yeah.
and then I screw up.
So you need to. Those are the things that I've noticed here. Anybody else have anything to add to that?
Don't be positive, don't like the way they breathe together.
Phrasing.
Uh-huh. Okay. Now, I also have a suggestion that to get a better total sound, you need to work on matching of vowels and opening the mouth properly so that you're all pronouncing your vowels the same way. Because if one guy is singing an E this way, it's what we call a white tone. It's a flat, not pitch-wise, but a flat sounding. There's no resonance to it. So, you know, you need proper support, and you need to think high all the time. I don't know how you wound up pitch-wise. We didn't check it, but I felt there was a spot there where the pitch dropped. Okay.
Yeah.
And so what causes the pitch to drop? Lack of support for one thing, lack of focus maybe for another, proper placement of the voice, which should be high and forward and resonant, an open, pleasant sound, not a pinched type of thing. And then everybody has to do the same. So
I notice when we sing a song, an old timer, that you're relaxing more with because you know it quite well.
well, sing us an old timer.
Well, what I was going to say is that this is so new that
Right.
you're conscious totally, not of how you look or how you're just conscious of getting through the damn
Right.
song.
Well,
But on an older song that you've sang a few times, you know, Chester,
now's your chance.
Can I ask one question before they sing? What is your judgment on, we talk about a bright sound and a dark sound, you know what I mean? And
Yeah.
as a group, I have a tendency to feel like they're on the dark side. And somehow, if they could get a little on the brighter side, it would really affect their total performance. and I don't know how anybody else feels about that.
Well, that,
Okay, an old chestnut.
that goes along with singing forward and matching and not singing way back in the throat, no matter what part you're singing. Okay? Anyway, sing a chestnut for us now, or something that you're more familiar with.
Okay.
Part of my story of a rose, right? Want to make a medley, go into, let me call it. No,
to use a full.
I was gonna milk her, you know.
Typical barber shop.
You better believe it.
Heart of my heart, I love you.
Okay, stop a minute now. Now sing the same thing, but now you know the words and the notes, right? You're comfortable with them. Now, for that particular phrase, do it again and open your mouths. Focus on opening your mouths and keeping the voice forward up in the head. Okay?
Heart of my heart, I love you.
Okay? Now you need to sing the same vowel. Heart of my heart, I love you. Heart of my heart, I love you. Okay? Sing that one more time.
Heart of my heart, I love you.
Okay? Much better, but the bass needs to open his mouth more. The bass is singing, heart of my heart, I love you. But you're not using your lips. You're not letting that sound come out. You know, the trumpet and the trombone have a flared bell, and you really need to do the same thing with the bell that is, in this case, your lips. Okay, let that sound come out. One more time, and open your mouth a little bit more.
Heart of my heart, I love you. Life would be naught without you. Light of my life, my darling, I love you. I love you. I can forget you never. From you I ne'er can sever. Say you'll be mine forever. I love you.
Okay, yes. Sit down. That was a much better performance, I think, for several reasons. One, they were more comfortable with the song. Everybody knew it. Of course, you've been singing Mary for 100 years. I know that. Since Mike Center was around, and that's a few. But he hasn't been, so a little bit of lack of confidence there. But, and once we got them to open their mouths a little bit, why, the sound was much better. So my suggestion to the four of you is to do a little work in front of the mirror, practice opening, sing that same time, whatever we were singing, practice opening your mouth a little bit. Be aware as a quartet of matching the vowels that you sing. Get away from the laziness of I love you. You know, if you decide what vowel you're going to sing on those songs. If you want to sing love you, that's okay, but all four of you sing love you. Don't sing love and move or whatever, and keeping it forward.
Thanks, Joe.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, we have another quartet from Westminster. Yes, sir.
I was gonna say, we have 3/4 of the quartet here.
Well, we got Phil.
You have your quartet here?
Well, the three of us also are in orange, and that's where this quartet is from.
Well,
The other quartet is Westminster, and our lead isn't here, either one.
well, what do you want to do? Have you got a foursome?
Yeah.
All right. Let's hear it.
We'll find something. What do you want to sing, Bill?
No, we aren't a quartet.
No, we aren't.
We aren't a quartet. We're all from the Orange chapters, what it means.
4 guys from
Then we have 4 guys from...
All right, that's a good name. That's
We
better on
also have
that.
4 from Westminster, too.
4 orange guys, huh?
With Dick Bear, four from the Westminster.
Right. What are we doing?
What do you want to do? What do you do the other night?
If I have any else.
Okay. Sure you can.
What's the first words? You'll find out. That's right.
C? What key is it if I had my way?
Probably B flat, I would
I
guess.
think it is.
Yeah.
We'll try B flat and see what happens.
I'd like to make your golden dreams come true.
That's what you
Too
love.
low, yeah. Put it try C.
G?
I'm not sure.
I'd like to make your golden dreams come true, dear.
That doesn't sound right, is it?
Let's do one of the, let's do one of the quartet.
All right. There's B flat there. Sweet lovely, I'm sure.
Last night, oh,
That's an F.
That's an F.
Yeah. Sweet and lovely, yeah.
I'm glad somebody knows the key is. I gotta start paying attention here.
last night alone on our way home, you turned and said to me, I love you so and I want to know, what do you think about me, sweet and lovely, that's what you are to me. Sugar and spice and everything nice, you're all a girl should be, should be. Soon we'll marry, you'll be my blushing bride. I will smile all the while you're by my side. I will smile all the while you're by my side.
All right. Taking into consideration that we didn't give them a chance to warm up either, why? Anybody have any comments?
You know, for a group that doesn't practice together, I mean, there's some pitch problems, but the 3 of the 4 of you match your vowels real well, at least I thought.
Which 3?
Well, I think we can be just a little bit anonymous.
Okay,
3 of us do sing together.
I felt that the baritone is sometimes singing what I call a pinched sound. In other words, I don't know the baritone part, but
I'm really a bass.
well, I
To be able to sing on a quartet, I became a baritone.
what I'm talking about doesn't have reference to what the
Well, I had to push, that's why.
Yeah, but
Not easy.
what I'm talking about is the shape of the mouth. How's the baritone start? Last night alone. Yeah. Last night alone. Last night alone. Last night alone. Hear the difference difference. Last night alone, last night alone. The second time is fuller because I'm allowing the sound to go up in the back and rattle around inside and using the nasal cavities for resonators, okay? And so if you pinch that off, you close that soft palate, you get then a pinched tone. So that's a suggestion for you to think about that, practice that. Earl Moon, years ago, used an illustration of if you were a smoker, and most everybody was in those days, that think of opening that passage so that wisps of smoke would be able to come out through your nose, okay? So you need to have that passage open. That was an illustration he was trying to use for us. And let that passage open, okay? Now, I also felt that the lead was placing his voice forward and backward depending upon where he was in his range. So now that makes it tough for anybody to consistently match you because they don't really know where you're going. I mean, not note-wise, but matching voice-wise, quality-wise. So
Make the timbre the same?
the timbre, right. So you need to kind of try to get consistent. I think something that will help you is proper support. You know what you're supposed to do support-wise as far as breathing goes? Are you aware of it? That you need to push from here. And don't try to control the sound up here, but control it down here. So I think that would be something for you to think about. We did have some pitch problems, but overall, as the comment was made for four guys that don't sing together, why,
Sounded damn
nice,
good.
Nice job.
I should say.
Okay, anybody else have any comments?
In Orange, we sing in quartets only, we don't sing in
Mm-hmm.
So Phil got forced into quartetting whether he wanted to or not.
I've done more singing in quartets in 2 months than I have in 24 years.
What nights do you operate?
Pardon?
Monday.
Monday nights?
Monday night.
Excellent. Everyone's free evening.
Except us, we meet on Monday.
Strictly.
I know what you mean.
Joe, how did you feel about the color of the bass voice as compared to the rest of the quartet? I felt like it was a little bit on the dark side most of the time. When
Well,
it got to where he started putting a lot of volume into it, it got to a higher range, then it seemed to mix more better.
yeah, but he has a nice, rich, resonant voice, and of course, in a situation like this where you're all new to each other, even though three guys sing together, it's a different sound with a different lead. And so it's you would have to stick together for a while or rehearse for a while and say, somebody say, well, maybe you are too loud there, you better back off, or you better fill it out, or whatever, or we need more of you, but that would come with time in working together. So,
I'm just a stand-in.
Well, I think he's right, because other coaches here have made that same comment about my singing.
mhm.
Do you guys work with the numbers at all at Orange?
Pardon?
The 1, 2, 3, 4 numbers?
No.
About positions where the sound comes out or what you're striving.
Strictly OC cash.
I would like to ask a question.
We have coaching
Since-
once in a while.
Since you are a quartet chapter, as it were, don't you have other, don't you mix up, just switch around from time to time and have
Yes.
others?
All the
coach you?
time.
All the time.
Oh,
It's
you do that?
On Monday night, we rarely sing together. We're usually with
yeah.
other guys.
Uh-huh.
It's just the
It
experience
seems
of
like
singing with others.
As a quartet chapter, that's the thing that you would be doing.
We have a board with 4 parts listed, and everyone's name is on a card.
4 rows of hooks
Program VP
and 8 rows.
throws them up on the cook,
Tries to
pretty
mix
much
them
a
up.
random order, whatever he thinks will work.
Uh-huh.
Excellent.
Sounds good.
Okay, sing another one.
yeah.
Yeah.
Hope you like
such a good job Monday night singing. If I had my way, if we just had the key. Let's try.
Well, get it. Yeah, get the key. That's good.
If I had, it's slower. Start slow. If
I'd like to make your golden dreams come true, dear. I'd like to leave her golden dreams come true.
Now you got it.
dear.
That sounds like
I'd like to make your golden dreams come true, dear. If I only had my way, a paradise this world would seem to you, dear. If I only had my way, if I had my way, dear, forever there'd be a garden of roses for you and for me. 1,001 things, dear, I would do.
Just for you.
Just for you.
Just for you.
For you only. Only for you. If I had my way, we would never grow old, and sunshine I'd bring every day. You would reign all alone, like a queen on a throne. If I had my way, you would reign all alone, like a queen on a throne. If I had my way. If I had my way. Sorry about that.
Okay, any suggestions?
the music.
Sit down.
I suggest they form a quartet.
Yeah.
Well, they've already got keyboard.
Yeah, I know, he's giving you a compliment.
We need a substitute lead.
Yeah, I'd like to see the tenor sing a little higher on the note. I feel like you're singing like either right in the middle of it or just a little on the low side of it sometimes.
Yeah, it's very important that the lead and the bass are the most important voices from the standpoint of matching each other. And the bass is usually on the fifth or the root of the chord, which gives it that foundation. The tenor and the baritone are on the seventh or the third a lot of times, and those are the notes that have to really be tuned. And that's why, that's where this pitch thing he's talking about. So you really need to get in the habit as a tenor or baritone of singing that way all the time, you've got to practice it, or you've got to be focusing when you're singing as to where you're going to go. Here again, we're going to the anticipated lead note. So, that's another little thing that we have to be aware of. One thing that obviously this is the first time you maybe sung this song together or whatever, but it seemed to me that it was, if I had my way, dear, you'd never grow old. In other words, start, stop, take a breath. Start, stop, take a breath. Instead of a more flowing thing. If I had my way, dear, you'd forever there'd be a garden of roses for you and for me. Now, I know we get used to singing these songs, and as barbershoppers, we love those chords, and so we have a tendency to sing chord, 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 chord. But getting back to the other quartet, the suggestion I made is that if you know these words cold, now you've got to concentrate on the selling of the job, the telling of that story to make that more interesting. Another thing that you should all get in the habit of doing, I mean everybody, not just the illustration here, is continuing the notes and the vowels or whatever out to the very end, give them the full value that they deserve. If it's a quarter note, give it a full quarter note value. Don't cut it off, especially at the end of phrases. If I had my way, dear, you'd never grow old. And see, I didn't give it that full value, and because I guess subconsciously we're saying, man, I'm running out of air, I've got to take a breath here, or this is where I take a breath, and so we forget that note value, and it tends to give it a choppiness instead of a flowing presentation. Yeah, a little bit of tuning problem, some support problems, lack of support for whatever the reason, either not getting enough when you have the opportunity or not supporting from here, causes several things, flatting and wobble in the voice, vibrato, because of not enough support. Anyway, that's pretty good. I think the second song was much better than the first one, and
Yeah, I thought the second one really came off.
Thank you very much.
okay, thank you.
Yeah.
Okay, who's next? Who wants to get up here? Any foursome. We got a tenor, lead, baritone, and bass that wants to do something. Somebody we can pick on. Did you have another quartet here? I mean, did you have one from Orange? Is there one from Westminster too?
We can.
Yeah, we can.
Yes, we can. We always like to.
Well,
Dick Wilson.
does somebody want to sing a lead with this quartet?
The Dick right here.
Well, all right.
Try it. Come on, Dick.
I am a rookie.
Well, that's what this thing is all about.
Went on up beat. Right for the answer. Oh, yeah. That's up to you, Dick.
Let's stay with a barbershop.
Call it.
Right, Sweet Adeline.
All right.
What do we got that at?
That line, the B flat.
B flat.
That one I know.
I'm not sure.
Want the first? Sweet Adeline, sweet Adeline, my Adeline, at night, dear heart, for you I pine, in all my dreams, your fair face beams, you're the flower of my heart, sweet Adeline.
All right. Okay, anybody have any suggestions?
I have noticed, and I know our director emphasizes sometimes, that the that the vowel E and U are very similar, at least in mouth shape. If we flatten our mouth out this way, we get a brassy sound, but if we pucker our lips and sound E and then change it to U, you change your lips very little, if any. And it gets more, you do it really with your tongue.
A lot rounder sound.
EU. And that makes a vowel matching easier, I think.
Right, if everybody does it the same way. Okay, now I have a suggestion to the lead who who says, well, hey, I'm a rookie, and so that's what we're here for, is to try to give them a little bit of help. I think you need to work more on singing forward, okay? Forward in your head. Who was talking about numbers? What do you use for the 1, 2, 3, 4 thing here?
Yeah.
4 is in the back.
Okay.
1's up in the
All right,
nasal.
so if this is 1, 2, 3, and 4, and this is the placement within your head, 4 is back here, and that's a lot of times where you're singing. Sweet Adeline, sweet Adeline. So when you sing back there like that, you have to put more, let's say, gusto or guts into it, really, and it isn't as pleasant a sound as you can sing very sweetly if you sing lightly, but sing high. So, you need to practice. Everybody does, to find out what they have to do to get that placement. You're practicing, that's very nasal, closing the passage off. It's a brighter sound, but it's harsh. And so if these are the 4 different placements, why, you want to be right in here someplace, placement-wise. You don't want to be way nasal up here like this, closing that passage off. And you don't want to sing way back here in the throat that's covered and it's hard for anybody to match. See? It adds a heaviness to the sound, and very hard for their voices to match to. So, just for the heck of it now, try the first part of Sweet Adeline again, and think about singing forward a little bit more, okay? Sweet Adeline, sweet Adeline. Is what the way you sing. Sweet Adeline. Yeah, but you're covering your tone. It's way back. You'll have to try that on your own, and because we don't want to take all the time working with your one voice. But those are suggestions I would make to you.
If I can make a suggestion, try practicing sounding really nasal like that.
Yeah.
If you can practice talking really nasal,
Yeah.
sound like an old lady on the telephone, okay? That gives you the one. And once you
Sweet
got-
Adeline.
There you go. That's
You're
it.
getting there.
You're
getting there.
You're getting close.
I guarantee you it wasn't dark.
Yeah.
Now take that and back it off just a little bit and keep a little bit of the dark stuff too. Not much.
Yeah,
Now-
it'd be a help.
When people say, like the country singers or the hillbillies, they used to sing with a nasal twang, but it really wasn't nasal because they were cutting the air off into the nasal passage. They're closing the soft palate, and that's what made it nasal, see? But it's not a pleasant tone. But as you open and relax that and let the tone come forward and resonate in those chambers up there, so that's what you need to do. But you've got to, as his suggestion, sing forward like that nasal, and then just back it off a little bit so that it's nice and clear, and rather than back here like this. Okay?
You can sure hear the difference.
Yeah, right. So that's the suggestion here. All right, man, we've been going here for 40 minutes. According to the instructions I got, it's time for us to take a break.
Yeah, let's take a 15-minute break. Be back at 5 after.
The quartet, the popularity of the quartet, and the kind of money that we would generate, we would, sometimes just, if you go out and you sing and you get a fee, why you split it 4 ways and stick it in your pocket, and that's it. If you get to the point where you're doing shows and getting a lot more money, then you run into the real problems with the IRS and that kind of legal stuff that you have to be aware of. So this variety, this last quartet I was in, we had a checking account. We had actually a partnership. I happened to be the general partner and handled all that aspect of it. And we would just put our money in the, deposit any checks in the checking account, and then any expenditures for uniforms and so on, everything was recorded in that way with the checking account. We did here last January, we we went on a cruise with our wives on Quartet money. Well, we had enough to pay for the guys, the wives had to pay for themselves.
Dirty old man.
But we said you could come along if you pay, you know. No, so that was nice that we could, you know, you rehearse and you're gone from home and you're out singing and you're gone. And some wives complain, others don't. They're glad to get you out of the house. But this was something that we had saved some money for, and so we were able to do that with our wives and so on. We went on that cruise with the aliens. I don't know if you read about that thing, and that was a blast. We had a really great time, and singing all the time, and just really great. So I don't know if that answers your question, or if you have any other things that it just depends how much money you generate, you know.
Isn't there an item of $600 plus?
Well, if you get $600 from one chapter or from one group,
One show.
well, not only one show, but it could be two shows. If you did a 350 and a 350, you'd have to report it.
And you have to be real good to get on the show.
You have to be around a while to do that, and so I think unless you really get hot, it's not a problem. But we filled out a regular tax forms, you know, but it's very simple because we just really didn't. Actually, we didn't make any money because, you know, by the time you buy uniforms and we paid our dues out of that, our individual dues, and if we went to a contest, why, you pay the airfare or whatever, the travel and the hotel and the food, and so you don't really make any money. You can charge most of it off, so it's not a big problem. Okay?
We're a non-profit organization, whether you intend to be or not.
Yeah, true. Okay, does anybody else want to get up here and try something? What do you want to do?
I'd like to try a simple song. I'm only in it about a year and a half now, or a year or so. And I'd like to get a lead and a tenor and a bass, and I'm a baritone, and
Okay.
I'd like to sing a song, but I want none of the four of us to have sung with each other.
Okay?
Is that a possibility?
Sure. Get up here. You be the baritone. Come on right up here. Okay?
Give me a tenor.
He's got one.
We need a lead. We need a lead.
Need a lead?
One lead.
Where's the bass?
Right here.
Now I want to know. Let me get on this side of it.
Sure.
We need a lead. Yeah, whatever.
Now, none of us have ever sang together?
Nope.
And I've only been in it about a year or so. How about Shine On Me?
That's okay.
What key is it?
Is that with the beginning part or just the chorus?
Just a straight shine? I don't know. Try it and find out.
You know the verse?
Yeah.
How's it go?
My ship is sailing.
No, I don't know all that stuff. Just,
Forget the verse.
yeah, right. Just go straight one.
Oh, shine on me in the morning, shine on me, while the light in the lighthouse shine on me. Shine on me, shine on me. I wonder if the lighthouse will shine on me.
Okay.
Good sound. Try another one.
Any comments or suggestions? Yes.
Yeah.
I have a cold, that's why I sing better.
That's
I-
the trouble
I-
with youth, it's wasted on the young.
Pardon?
That's the trouble with youth, it's wasted on the young.
Yeah, right.
I
I would
heard
suggest
somebody say
that you open your mouth a little bit more, because he's really opening his mouth. No, you're all right. You're a little bit, let's say, a controlled mouth shape. I think part of the problem with, this flyer that they put out with Bill Myers and all the mouth shapes,
We have them.
Yeah, and that's okay, but I think people have a tendency to, they're trying so hard to shape their mouth like that,
Yeah.
that it's pinched instead of keeping it flexible and open. I mean, it's still the same shape, but as I was saying to the baritone up there, I thought he had a little bit of a pinch shape, oh, shine on me.
But his mouth was well shaped.
Instead of shine.
Yeah, I'll just say I've had comments on not opening up enough and not singing out enough and not getting the right vowel sound. So I'll try to not overdo it.
Well, and I don't think it's a problem, but I mean, look, for four guys that have never sung together, why?
Yeah.
That sounds great. Expect. What?
His name is Jim, for your information.
Yeah.
Talking to Jim.
I called him Jim.
Oh, did you?
Yeah. Okay. But anyway, they hit some real nice chords in there. Not every one of them, but what do you expect for four guys that have never sung together? No, some nice happenings. So,
Yeah,
Sing
sing it
another
out.
one.
What do we do for an encore?
Yeah.
that'd be good.
What key you want to do it in?
Little eyes?
Honey.
Okay.
What money was left? I'm not sure. Okay. What do you want?
Let me call you sweetheart.
Okay.
You know that one?
I'm not sure, so I would say no.
How about, he suggested honey, little light, little honey?
Honey, little lion?
Okay. Let's try it.
That's a beat line.
All we can do is mess it
Yeah,
up.
hey, listen, we're not selling
All we
tickets.
can do is mess
so,
it up.
Yeah,
do whatever we want.
get in and blow.
All we can do is mess it up.
Oh, honey, honey, bless your heart. Oh, honey, that I love so well. I've done been true, my gal, to you. You're the honey that I love so well. Little eyes, I love you. Little eyes, I love you. Love you in the spring and in the fall. Little eyes, I love you. Little eyes, I love you. Love you best of all. Little eyes, I love you. Little eyes, I love you. Love you in the spring and in the fall. Little eyes, I love you. Little eyes, I love you. Love you best of all. Honey that I love so well.
What I wanted to do was, when you were, little eyes, I love you, little eyes, because you were, little eyes, I love.
Right,
You're trying to
okay,
control
right,
it
I
up
can feel
here.
it, I can
It
feel it.
causes all kinds of things.
Right.
Sore throats being one, improper intonation, a lot of problems. So that's something that, we mentioned before about sometimes your voice is singing in the back and sometimes forward.
Yeah,
So
right.
those are two things I think that I would work on if I were you, is that placement, consistent placement, and then support, especially when you're hitting those high
And I can
notes.
feel that.
Don't try to punch them, The bass, and we all agreed, he's got a nice set of pipes, right?
Whoa!
This thing that,
Really spun the same way.
and youth,
Yeah.
and a promising future in barbershop.
I should say.
However, to make it a little bit better or whatever, you need to, I think, to work on opening your mouth. You're singing, little eyes I love, you said, little eyes I love you, and kind of a pinched sound, or not as full as it could be. And so with practicing that, why, you'll be a knockout bass. Okay, anybody else want to sing?
I'll take the leads part if you three will stay there.
Okay.
Oh, okay, we got a volunteer.
Of course, it's Irish, my wild Irish rose.
Okay.
The only thing I know.
Yeah.
Is you a shot at it.
You can pull a cat. My wild Irish rose, the sweetest flower that grows. You may search everywhere, but none can compare with my wild Irish rose. My wild Irish rose, my rose, the sweetest flower that grows. And someday for my sake she may let me take the bloom from my wild Irish rose. My rose, the bloom from my wild Irish rose. Wild Irish rose.
Now, what do you do?
I didn't have, when you get that, I've got mucus in my mouth. How do you get out of that?
Well, I
Drink a beer. Drink a beer before you start.
Then you won't care if you have the flip, you still have it.
No, I mean, you need to be warmed up. These guys have sung at least 2 or 3 or 4 songs, and you haven't sung any, so if you're a little bit warmed up, why, you really shouldn't have, unless you've got some kind of a cold or a
No.
most-nasal drip or something, but it'll clear up after you sing a while.
Honey? By coffee or demand?
We got honey in you.
We got one halfway right.
Now, you're, you were, I don't know if you were concentrating on the song, but you need, if you would open your mouth up.
I was trying, I know what my mouth.
Yeah, but what you need to do is do it in front of the mirror and see to what extent you're doing it.
Well, I'd like to have him next to me, I'll tell you.
You bet. Nice, solid voice. Another thing is on the ooh sounds, you had the right shape, but it was kind of pinched. Ooh, ooh, ooh. You hear the difference in the quality? There's a pinch to the.
Which one were you saying I was?
I'm saying you need to relax a little bit more. On the ooh sounds, the ooh should be about the size, the opening in your mouth should be the size of your little finger, but it shouldn't be a tight-lipped ooh. It should be a relaxed ooh, and try to get the sound, let it go up into that number 2 position or whatever, okay?
Oh, honey, honey.
Start again, do me a favor, start again. Sorry, there's one more time.
Oh, honey, honey, bless your heart. Oh, honey, that I love so well, so well. I've done been true, my gal, to you. You're the honey that I love so well. Little eyes, I love you. Little eyes, I love you. Love you in the spring and in the honey, 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 honey. Little eyes, I love you. Little eyes, I love you. Love you best of honey, 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 honey. Little eyes, I love you. Little eyes, I love you. Love you in the spring and in the honey, 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 honey. Little eyes, I love you. Little eyes, I love you. Love you best of honey, 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 honey. Honey that I love so well.
Okay. Now, here was a take charge lead. right? I mean, he was in charge of that quartet, he was leading it.
Yeah, we started listening to the lead better, I think.
Yeah, and what happened was, instead of singing just notes and chords or phrases, they were putting some life into the song. Okay, so we can't just sing words and notes and chords. To make a better presentation, you need to have an awareness of how the song is flowing, where is it going, what the message is, and then put the inflections in there or the tempos changes or whatever that relate to that song to make it a believable presentation.
And those come with a lot of work together and all that.
Yeah, right, it does, but still, here's a song that we've all sung 100 times, but his interpretation put some life into it, and you followed along with him. If he had sung that slow and plotty, you would have followed him because he is the lead.
It picked up really good.
Right.
Yeah. It
And
felt
so,
like
right, it made it more interesting. So the
Baritone told me to speed it up.
I heard it. They never listen to baritones. You don't believe that.
Oh, yeah.
So,
Okay.
what's next? Somebody else want to sing? You want to tag in here? Anybody?
Yeah.
How about making a double?
Whatever you want to do.
Yeah. Let's get another quartet with us and I'll sing one together.
Okay?
I like Jimmy.
Come on, I could hear a lot better if we were kind of almost in a circle.
Get up there.
Well, I always turn.
Come on, Mervyn.
I sing with my own quartet all the time.
Oh, you don't want to sing with those guys, huh?
Come on, Mervyn.
Okay.
What do we sing, Mervyn?
We need another bass.
Can we do Sweet
Don't have that many
Sweet-
to choose from. Get up here.
Sweet Roses of Morn?
Yeah, let's do Sweet Roses of Morn. Yeah, I like that one. I hope I remember all the words.
We'll come close anyway.
Sweet roses of morn,
You're the
ideal of my dreams. My heart's all in a whirl.
I could
Love you forever, seems
like a
fashion played on Broadway.
Oh, next time. Sorry.
Sorry about that.
You came down
With the sun's first gleam, sweet, sweet roses of morn.
You're the
Ideal of my dreams.
No, we're not going fashion. But
Like a
fashion
Laid on Broadway.
what a team.
With the sun's first gleam, sweet, sweet roses of morn. You're the ideal of my dream. The ideal of my dream.
3 cheers for the baritone.
Bunch of damn show-offs. They don't believe they're singing the garbage part, though.
No, we believe it, but we don't want anybody else to. Thank you, gentlemen. That was fun.
Okay, anybody else? How about you want to learn a tag?
Yes.
Okay, that's good. No, this is, I just happen to have a whole bunch of stuff here that I didn't know what was going to happen tonight, so.
So you came prepared?
Yeah, well, I thought that might be a good idea. This is a favorite tag of mine. Well,
Next time.
Who'll dry your tears when I'm gone? You ever done that one?
But we're willing to learn it.
Well, here, pass these out. I only have about 10 or 11, so you'll have to share it with each other.
Here's an extra one somebody needs, right? I can share it.
Here's a lead. Simple, huh? Who's all the leads together? Or everybody? Who'll dry your tears when I'm gone? You can hang on till Tuesday.
You can hear the tenor, you don't have to sing it.
Okay, who's the tenors? How many tenors we have? Yeah. Who'll dry your tears when I'm gone? Leads and tenors. Who'll dry your tears when I'm gone? Basses. Who'll dry your tears when I'm gone? One more time here, or together, basses. Who'll dry your tears when I'm gone? Three parts. Who'll dry your tears when I'm gone? Anybody having a problem that we want to go over it again?
Yeah.
Who, the lead?
Yeah.
Who'll dry your tears when I'm gone? You want to sit next to a lead instead of a bass?
That might,
I got it now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Ooh, now, this is one of the best baritone parts in the whole world. And the baritones are just flopping with the lead. Who'll dry your tears? Who'll dry your tears when I'm? And then I like to let the baritones take a rest right there. Not the way this is written, but let the other three parts hit their chord, and then come in on. Who'll dry your tears when I'm gone? Who'll dry your tears when I'm gone? And sometimes the baritones have a tough time finding that cool note, and actually it's a double with the lead. So if you will, if the three part, the lead tenor and the bass hit their note, and the baritones listen to the lead note, that's their note to come in on that little tiddly diddly. Okay? Are we ready? Want to try four parts?
Yep.
Who